Good evening and welcome to the Board of Selectmen's meeting Monday, August 30th, 2021 in the Warcoit Meeting Room, Mashpee Town Hall, 16 Great Neck Road North, Mashpee, Mass. Broadcast live on local cable channel 18, streamed live on town Mashpee website, https www.mashpeemass.gov/channel-18. 6:30, we are in open session, and we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, and a moment of silence, please. Thank you. We don't have minutes to do. Communications and correspondence, anything, Rodney?
Just that memo that
Okay.
should have been distributed to all of you.
Okay. New business. Tonight's meeting is to discuss and approve the date, time, place, and conditions of the fall annual town meeting. I'm going to turn this over for a brief discussion with Rodney.
Yes, we have had a discussion with the superintendent, or I should say, the assistant manager has, and there were a couple of options that we explored. One was Saturday and the other being on Sunday. Keep in mind that our timeline is restricted because of the charter. Secondly, with the theory that it would be nice to have a rain date, in other words, if it rained on Saturday and we could postpone it to Sunday, that would be the preference. But the problem with that is the field is in use. So Saturday was essentially out, which focused on Sunday. There were a couple potential dates, but there is another issue, and that's the charter itself, because I spoke to town council, and because we are out of the emergency, I just want to remind the board that under Chapter 2, Article 1, it specifically says the fall annual town meeting will be held on the third Monday in October. Now, in terms of place, time, that is in fact up to the board to decide. I did verify that with town council. If you look at Chapter 39, Section 10, I think it's pretty clear, but I did verify that with town council. I also bring to the board's attention Section 2.6 of the charter, which specifically states, and I quote, "Every town meeting shall be called by a warrant issued by the Board of Selectmen, which shall state the time and place at which the meeting is to convene, and by separate articles, the subject matter to be acted upon. The publication of the warrant for every town meeting shall be in accordance with a town bylaw governing such matters," close quote. The bylaw is what I was referring to previously when I mentioned the third Monday in October. So essentially, you can determine whether it's inside or outside and what time you want to do it. In terms of the hybrid possibility, there is a lot of reluctance on that because of logistics. So I defer to the board on what you want to do. I know the moderator has stated his opinion, and I certainly respect that, and I'm not looking to get into the middle of any pros or cons. I'm just telling you, under the authority of the charter and bylaws, and after consulting with town council, it's the board's decision in regards to place and time. We did, or I should say, the assistant manager spoke to the superintendent earlier today. They're having 250 people in there tomorrow, and they're going to be 6 feet apart.
Yes, sir.
And the Board of Health recommends 3 feet apart with a mask. So, I mean, if you want to take that into consideration, I just found out about that just a few moments ago. And apparently that's for a staff meeting?
Yeah, it's staff, and they're having a speaker come in.
I did a little investigating this weekend. I called 12 people that go to town meeting, and I asked them 2 questions. One, inside or out? And 10 of the 12 people said outside. And then I asked them Sunday or Monday, and they said Monday. 10 out of 12 people. So, and these are people that come to town meeting.
Yeah, the 2 things that have come to light that I think the board just needs to be aware of is, you know, council, who I spoke to this afternoon, definitely said there's probably not a lot of wiggle room on that date. And then given,
So, leave it on Monday.
given what we've also learned through the school, could we do it on a Sunday, even if you could? The problem with doing it on a Sunday is you run into, you got no wiggle room if there's a rain
Right,
date, because now you're going into Monday and you're right back to where you started.
right.
Madam Chair, if
Go
I may.
ahead. Go ahead.
My suggestion would be, we do it on the 3rd Monday as per the charter, and then the exact location, there was a discussion about potentially moving it closer to the school or something like that. That, as far as I'm concerned, to be determined as best fit.
It's still at the high school.
But at the high school, and my recommendation would be at 6 PM. So we move it up an hour, we have it at the high school, we have it on the 3rd Monday. That is my opinion.
Andy, what do you think?
I'm fine with the, if it has to be Monday by charter, it has to be Monday by charter. I'm fine moving it up an hour. I think we should have it outside and be done with it.
David?
I'm in agreement. I think that sounds like a viable option. As far as the charter goes, could the board issue a state of emergency, you know, due to public health concerns, to where, I don't know, either you give the kids the day off so that you could do it in the daytime, or, you know, change the date to a Sunday?
That's a good question, and to be frank with you, I did not ask that question of council. If you want that question asked, I'd be more than happy to ask it. I don't know if I can reach him right now, but he was not specifically asked whether or not it could be changed if this board declared a public emergency. He was only referring to the fact that because the state is out, that you're probably not, I forget how he phrased it, but basically he recommended not messing around with the date.
Tom?
Yeah, I'm good with the Monday meeting and a little earlier. I think it's fine. I'm okay with that.
Do you want to make a motion?
I'd like the motion, we have it on the 3rd Monday of October, 6 o'clock start, and the exact location
To be
would
determined.
To be determined.
At the high
is
school.
Best recommendation.
But inside or out?
Outside.
Outside. And we'll give the staff a wiggle room to put it in the proper space.
That works best.
That's fine, but
I'll second that motion.
Okay, roll call. Tom?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
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 Good.
That's all we needed.
That's all we needed. Okay,
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
roll call. Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Thank you, everybody.
You have the dread.